right, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, I am at Bartell's Harley-Davidson here in Los Angeles, and we're gonna go for a pretty awesome ride. And I am on this. We're gonna take the new Street Glide Limited on a ride up the PCH. I've ridden one a few times, kind of here or there, but I'm actually gonna take this bike. This is the bike I'm on for the next couple days. So we're gonna see, what is the Street Glide Limited like, cruising up the PCH. A couple folks with me are on like this RG3, and that color is beautiful. But like I said, we're here at Bartell's, starting here, and we're just gonna head up the coast. So I'm gonna talk less. I'm gonna put some miles on this Street Glide Limited, and then we'll talk a little bit about what this bike is good at, maybe what it's not good at, and everything in between, and kind of sort it out and stare at the ocean while we're doing it, and maybe get some ice cream. Randy's not here, so I'm gonna rub it in his face, get some ice cream, send him some pictures. The only, I will say, no, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I have one critique out of the gate. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Some of you guys have been watching the channel, you already know what it is. But yeah, all right, let's go. Let's load up and hit the ocean, hit the PCH. Here we go. All right, we are here in Santa Monica, getting attacked by crows. Got the ocean off to the left, and just the first couple miles on this Street Glide Limited. So let's talk about the things right in front of us. We'll start with a couple, you know what, I'm not even gonna call them negative. They're more like preferences. Because you got your preferences, right? And everybody has different preferences on what they like. This right here, this little dashboard that slides in and out. Super awesome, super convenient. I don't have my phone in there right now because I don't have it plugged in. I've got the maps down here. But you can throw the phone up in there. The negative side to that is that you can't put the milkshake in there. You can fit candy bars, that's good. Skittles, other assorted treats do fit in here. Unlike the Road Glide, you cannot fit a large Dairy Queen milkshake. So, again, a preference. Thanks. The second thing, preference-wise, is the bars, and I don't think this would really be noticeable if it wasn't for the new bars on the Road Glide. And the only time they're actually like in a nice spot, they're comfortable. And we're gonna take a left here on California and go down. You're gonna see an awesome shot of the ocean. The Road Glide stock bars now, and the new ones are up here. And for me, that's a lot more comfortable. These are not bad. Again, it's your preference. Look at that. And there we go, the PCH. So for a long distance ride, these are pretty good, but my preference would be to have them up here. So that's the only thing. If I did get this bike, I would change the bars. On the Road Glide, you don't have to. You really, really don't. I did on mine because I do like the look of the T-bars a little bit better. But I've said a few times, I could have ridden those stock Road Glide bars to the end of the bike. These are not comfortable. I think preference-wise is I just love to have them up a little bit higher. So that's just right out of the gate. You know, first, the other thing that this bike really, this and the Road Glide Limited have in common is this seat is maybe the best seat ever on a stock Harley-Davidson. It is so comfortable. It's got a little bit of back support, which is great. It's wider for the passenger, so every woman that I've heard, every passenger that's ridden on the back has been, oh my goodness, this is comfortable. It's heated. You don't need it at the beach today. but this seat is so comfortable. You might not actually have to change it, which is pretty awesome. The seat is such a personal thing. It's probably the most personal accessory that there is, because you have everybody different shapes and sizes. You're sitting on a seat. Man, it's beautiful. I love this ride. This never gets old. But I don't think many people will have to change this seat, and it's coming with the heated functionality. It's really comfortable. I could ride this seat to the end of the bike, I'm pretty sure. So those are the kind of the first fitness things right out of the gate. But I'm going to shut up and we're just going to enjoy the view here for a little bit. Let's go. Alright, we are here at one of my absolute favorite places on the PCH, Neptune's Net. And I know it's kind of a cliche Southern California, Malibu spot, and everybody who lives out here is probably like, Neptune's Net. But you know what? For those of us that don't get out here too terribly often, it's just really fun. Again, I'm from Minnesota, not a seafood connoisseur by any means. It's good fried seafood. It's a beautiful location out on the beach. It's just a really fun spot. As a huge, Fast and Furious fan growing up, this is where where Paul Walker, Vin Diesel kicked off the franchise on Fast 1. Had a scene out here at Neptune's. It's just a cool place, and on the weekends it gets nuts out here. You can see, like, in the street there's a bunch of like burnouts and donuts. They burn it down here a little bit. So, but it was a really nice ride. I don't think there was a lot of I had a camera problem with the 360. I had the settings were all messed up, so it was all washed out, so I don't know that I got a ton of footage. But we're going to continue going down the coast, so we'll get a bit more of that. It's just beautiful. It never gets old riding on the PCH. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to keep ripping this thing. This thing's awesome. This thing can literally go across the country without breaking a sweat. Talked a little bit about the bars and bar placement, which are a little bit low for me. I wouldn't want to put them up, but they're not uncomfortable. The only issue is like tight turns, being taller. They kind of get into my leg a little bit, so got to change that. But the seat is awesome. The seat is so comfortable. You got the little tray, which again doesn't fit any milkshakes. That's its only detractor. Otherwise, it's super convenient. But it's just, man, this bike is so comfortable, so smooth. And we're gonna rip it up the coast a bit more. So, and then we're gonna cut inland, and we're gonna end up tonight in one of my favorite places. So I'll keep that. Stick around and see where we end up tonight, because it'll make sense when we get there. But let's go. More PCH, ready to roll. right, here we go. Second stop, Neptune's to Sycamore Cove. It's not far. Just never get sick of this view. I've done this section of the PCH probably a dozen times, if not more, and it just never gets old. And I'm sure you get used to it if you live out here, but as somebody who comes from a landlocked area, even a landlocked area with lots of water like Minnesota, just nothing beats the ocean and a beach. It's beautiful. We're gonna go to the end here of this section of the PCH and then head inland for a while and head up through Ojai and then land at our spot for the night. And I will show you where we're landing, and it's gonna be pretty awesome, I think. I've never been there before and I'm stoked. So let's go.
Marshmallows are melty, the cabins are warm, and the ice cream sandwiches are cold. The KOA. Always one of my favorite places to stay, and I have not stayed at the Ventura KOA, so I'm interested to see what this place has going for it. I've heard it's a pretty big one, but I don't know. We shall find out. Oh, here we go. Oh boy, it's like literally at the end of the road here. The Ventura Ranch. There we are. Nice. Let's go check it out. Got a little it got a little chilly there at the end for California. I was expecting it to warm up coming off the getting away from the ocean, but it did not. All right, here we go. KOA. All right, I've made what may have been a poor decision. I've decided to stay in a covered wagon. This place has a zip line.
That's the zip line course. Might have to give that a try. There is a covered wagon. There's some cheapies. I probably should have stayed in a cabin, but hey, you know what? It's an adventure. Oh, there's another cabin. There you go. There's teepees. Those are actually kind of cool.
A few minutes later.
All right, guys. I talked a mean game, and but what I didn't realize is that most of the time, which makes sense, teepees and wagons, you have to bring your own linens, and I did not bring my own linens. They're willing to make up a bed for me, which is awesome. KOA is always willing to help, but instead I got a cabin, so I'm not staying in the covered wagon tonight. But it did look nice. There's a space heater, a king bed, a couple of bunk beds. But you know, as always, can't go wrong with a KOA cabin, especially when the view looks like this. So this cabin, this is a studio cabin. It's got a loft up there, so you can put there's a couple mattresses you can throw down. Got the main bed, TV, fireplace, little table, little kitchen, microwave, fridge, bathroom. Oh, really skinny stairs. I'm gonna hit my helmet. You can look out the window there. But here's the, so there you go, let's put down this mattress here. It's got a little loft area. That's the studio. Nope, caught my vest on it. But there you go. So, this was the right move. As fun as the covered wagon would be, and I've always wanted to, actually the teepees look pretty awesome too. If I get a chance to tomorrow, I'll give you a quick tour of each of those, because they are pretty cool. And I will stay in a covered wagon at a KOA eventually. But it's actually like 20 degrees cooler than I thought it would be too. So another part of it is just staying a bit warmer. And yeah, get the fire going later. We're gonna run in for dinner first, run down into town, and then come back and sit around the fire and have a good evening. Always a good day with friends on motorcycles. Doesn't get any better. Love it. Nope, those guys are firing up their bikes. So, all right, let's go find some food. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's just an insanely loud frogs. You could probably see earlier there's a river down there. But just gonna cozy up in the KOA cabin for the night. And then tomorrow continue our ride up the PCH. We might actually cut inland a little bit first, and then eventually get to probably, I think, Pismo, and continue to ride the Street Glide Limited. It's been awesome. It was a little bit chilly coming back from dinner, but actually I had to turn both the grips and the seat down because they were absolutely on fire. They were so warm. So that bike is so good, man. That bike will take you wherever you want to go, whether you want to get the Street Glide Limited or the Road Glide Limited, depending on what you prefer. Really the only preference that I have, like I think said before, I think the Street Glide fairing feels a little bit lighter because there's just less of it, and but the Road Glide fits milkshakes. I don't know, man. So many tough decisions, but I'm gonna call it a night, and then up and at 'em tomorrow morning. So let's go.